I'm here in Pennsylvania in Berks County, Pennsylvania. You see the sign there. We are in Reading, Pennsylvania. I am here with my newfound friend. This is Catherine. Say hi.
Hello.
Everybody say hi to Catherine.
Hello.
Catherine and I knocked on doors together today with a couple other folks. And kudos to Ted, who was our driver. So basically, Catherine and I took the bus from Harlem. And then we came here to Reading to the office, the local office of the Democrats here in Reading, Pennsylvania. And then they had drivers lined up for us to take us out to our territories. And so we had this gentleman named Ted who was phenomenal. He didn't door knock, but he kind of like walked around. He parked the car, walked around, make sure we were doing okay. And he was just fantastic. He was a wealth of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
He just like knew his stuff. We had a lot of conversation.
Very enthusiastic.
He's very enthusiastic. He was like watching over us, make sure everything was okay. We met a lot of fantastic people today here in Pennsylvania.
And I think we convinced
We
a good
did.
number.
You did a
do
lot. I ran into one of them, y'all. And you talking about Tyrone Scott here? Ran into one of them, but we won't go there. I get there later. But anyway, she did a fantastic job. I think what we did, we were trying to convince people and tell them, hey, here's why you got to vote for Kamala in this election. And we probably changed some minds. I did that last week. I thought I did it in Harrisburg. I know I for a fact changed some minds. And we got here's one story, one gentleman in particular. They weren't even on our list. I was walking down the street and I saw this family in the porch. The lady, the woman liked my shirt. I was like, oh, thank you. So I started talking to them. African American woman, her husband is white. They have 3 kids, so biracial kids, and there was an African American man who's probably her brother or something there, and so she was all in for Kamala, and her husband was kind of indifferent. He wasn't a Trump at all, but he was just kind of like, I don't believe in any of it. It's bullshit, blah, 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 whatever. And so I started talking to him, and then Ted walked up.
Yeah.
Ted came up, and then Catherine and our other walking mate, Adrian, both came up. So they're talking to the guy, and I'm talking to the lady. And then her 18-year-old daughter came out, who just turned 18 last night. And she's going to register. Going to take her down and register. She's ready to vote. I started talking to her about college, because that's what I do, y'all. I mentor high school kids. I started talking to her about college and getting scholarship applications in and visiting HBCUs and so on and so forth. But so we got them. What I love what you guys did is we think we may have turned her husband, he wasn't like anti-Kamala. He's just anti the whole process, right?
Well, the same thing happened to me later with a Hispanic couple with a bunch of kids, and he was 30, and he goes, "Oh, I don't like politics." I said, "This isn't politics." I said, "This is your life.
This is your life.
This is your children's life, my children, my grandchildren." And by the end of it, he said, yes, he would register to vote. They both would.
I'm a Turner, so I just realized we were facing the wrong direction. We were the sun. Let's get this. There we go. There we go.
And I think he and his wife both will. And I wrote a note so the office can follow up and make sure he really registers.
She did a fantastic job today of like really, we all did, just talking to people, meeting people where they were.
Yep.
We are in the middle of Pennsylvania, and there was the area we did was called Mount Penn. Nice neighborhood, beautiful homes, some apartments with a lot of homes,
And
older
more
homes,
Democrats
more
than-
Democratic today.
Thank goodness.
Yep, thank goodness. They had to deal with the one I did. We did have that one crazy person yelling us from we were on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Get off my property. And then when you went towards the school, she crossed the street, y'all. Now you're going towards the school. Don't do that either. It's just like, so mental health is real. It's just real. That was a mental health thing. That's what that was. But bottom line is, I feel very encouraged what we accomplished here today. We came back to the office, turned us back at the office, and they had food. I wouldn't expect that because I had not eaten all day except a little small bag of veggie chips or whatever. But they had pizza and sandwiches and drinks and stuff laid out. There were a ton of people here today. Volunteers. There were 2 buses of people who came from Harlem specifically. And tomorrow we're taking a bus again from Upper West Side. So Catherine and I will probably be doing this again together. And we're just excited. You know, we're almost 25 days away. We are so hopeful, but we got to get out and we have got to put the work in, y'all. We got to put this work in these last few days. It is not over. There's still apathy out there. There's still undecideds out there. There's still people that can be turned. There's still people to make sure who are going to vote, but then make sure you get it in, all that kind of stuff. We got a lot of work to do. But the thing is, what we're noticing, I noticed this for sure. You probably did too. We probably talked about it. The work is getting put in by us. The other side's not putting in the work. I'm not embellishing this.
No. I've read the Trump's team has had to hire people.
Outsourcing. That's what I thought. Outsourcing.
Yep.
We are putting in the work. We are actually knocking the doors or doing it because we're literally. There had to be how many were on the bus? There had to be 70 people from the bus. That's
Easily,
just
and my
easy.
sister went from Saratoga.
Her
Springs
sister-
up north
Saratoga
in New
to
York.
so
They went. To,
that's just two people
Pennsylvania.
who know of like just
Yeah.
me and her. That's not counting everybody else. But there's so many that we're putting in the work, y'all.
Yeah.
We have to win this thing. Love everybody. More of these to come. Go Kamala. When we fight, we win, and we're fighting like hell.